All right, champ, you're just there up on stage with all the other champions, all your belts lined up. How did it feel to be among some of your own up there with all your titles laid out on the table?
It feels amazing. I mean, you work tirelessly your whole life to be part of that illustrious elite group, of the best in the world. And I remember, the first goal was to get some wins, and then the second goal was I saw Rashad do it. It's like, man, I want to win the Ultimate Fighter like Rashad. And then it was like, I seen his belt. It's like, man, I want that belt. So, it always feels amazing to, it's like an extra validation that you're amongst the elite group of guys.
And going into that a little bit, do you feel like you get the respect that you deserve as a champion? I mean, I know some of your rivals that you've been in talks with, Jorge Masvidal, Conor McGregor, they have really massive fan bases, and I think UFC fans and MMA fans like you a lot too. But do you feel like as champion that you should have that type of level of interest?
Yeah, it's a trick question. Not a trick question. It's a good question because it's just the reality that we live in. If I was one of those guys that was that insecure about it to where I needed the approval of those people and others, and then it would bother me a lot. I'll be lying if I say that I'm an artist, and so I'm sensitive about my craft as well. So I'd be lying if I say a little bit it didn't kind of make me feel some sort of way sometimes, but it's not all. It's not overall. It's not all ends. It's not the bigger picture. The bigger picture is for me going out there and being compensated for what I'm doing. For the time and the energy that I'm putting in. First and foremost, and also just how I represent myself. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be done with this. I'm gonna be 45, 50, and my kids and my kids' kids are gonna look back. Oh man, that was Grandpa. That was this and that. So if I'm being a jackass here just because I want the people to like me and the people to, cheer for me and this and that, at some point I'm going to be a different man when I'm 50. And so I might regret that.
For sure. And is it tough at all, like on the business side of it? Obviously, talking generates eyeballs, which generates money. So for you, has there ever, how have you fought the temptation to maybe go out there and trash talk like the man sitting next to you, Henry Cejudo, or put on a character of sorts? Has it been difficult?
In a sense, yeah, because it's you got to find yourself with it. You can't get completely lost in it. Like if you look at my last opponent, like he's completely lost in it. Like, can you imagine him walking up to you being a nice guy? Hey, what's up? What's going on? You see his character. That's all you see. So it's a fine line to be able to find yourself to do it. And I think Triple C is one of the guys that has done a really, really good job at doing that. Because at the end of the day, he's a good guy. He's a nice guy. But he's a competitor at best, at most. So it's tough to find that fine line. But I'm gonna find myself. I'm still getting started.
Did you happen to catch? You mentioned Colby. Did you happen to catch his interview with ESPN? He kind of made some claims that he thought when you got poked in the eye that you were holding the wrong eye, and he said that you were faking the groin shots and stuff, and he thought he should get a rematch. I mean, did you hear any of those comments? And if so, was there any thoughts that you had on that?
No, I actually did not watch that. Later on I started seeing how they put out the little Instagram posts and memes. I seen a little bit here and there, but I tried to disconnect. This gets tiring. Like I was asked earlier, going to these shows and things like that, it gets tiring after a while, and I just kind of want to back out and indulge in my family and being at home. So I had to unplug for a little while, but making those claims is stupid. Like there's clear-cut video, your fingers went in my eye. It's easy as that. And at the same time, like the cup shot, I can't touch on that enough. We are trained in our mind. Something hits you here. It's you as a man, you anticipate and you wait for that pain to come. Then you saw like the break was literally maybe 10 seconds, if that. In that period, it's like boom, I got grazed in the cup to where it's like I'm anticipating that pain to come, and it's not that bad. Okay, ref, let's go. Let's keep going. To where now he's saying, oh, you faked it. I was ready to finish you. You weren't ready to finish. finish anybody. You know, at the end of the day, if you were ready to finish me, why didn't you finish me at the end of the fight? So it is what it is. At the end of the day, if he wants a rematch, like, you know, that's not up to me. That's up to the company. I'll be happy to break his face and break his jaw again.
My last question for you. Let's touch on Masvidal a little bit. This fight's been building for a while. Since the moment that you stepped out of the octagon, people were talking about this fight, and it seems like it's going to happen this summertime, maybe International Fight Week. So is part of you just want this all to be, you know, done and you be in the cage? Because you've been doing a ton of these interviews and you've had to hear his name thousands of times at this point.
Yeah, part of me wants it to be done, but at the same time, I'm learning to, you know, to kind of enjoy this a little bit too, because like I take lessons from my, you know, big brother Rashad Evans. You know, like literally in my head, not that long ago, Rashad Evans was the man. Just walked out of the cage after finishing Chael Sonnen in the first round. You know, not that long ago. I was living with him at that moment. To where now it's, I can't imagine how it feels for him. It seemed like yesterday and it was gone like that. So learning how to just kind of enjoy it and be okay making friends with all that feeling. It's, you know, I have to kind of, you know, learn how to do that a little bit more.
Appreciate the time, champ.
Thank you.